Now let's take a look at our first example on simplifying algebraic fractions. So if you look at the question we have on the board, we're told to simplify the following fractions. Now, without wasting much of our time, let us look at them one after the other. Now, in the first question, you have 8a raised to the power of 4 minus 24x to the power of 3 all over 12ax to the power of 3 minus 4a raised to the power of 5. So, like as I said earlier in the last video, I said that you have to look out for your numerator and your denominator to see that if they are factorizable, you have to factorize them before you proceed. And looking at this, definitely yes, our numerator is factorizable, our denominator is factorizable. So that means we have to factorize by bringing out what the common factors. So if we are to go ahead with this, if I am to factorize this now, you will check that from the letters, we don't have any letter between them that is common. Are we there now? So if the letters are not common, that means the numbers, there must be, among the numbers, there must be what? A common factor. And you agree with me that 8 and 24, the common factor of 8 and 24 is definitely going to be what? Is going to be 8. So the common factor in this aspect is what is the highest, that is the highest what number that can divide 8 and 24 at the same time without what? A remainder. That's what it means. So the common factor here is 8. So if we bring out the 8, we are going to have a raised to the power of 4 minus what? X raised to the power of, we are going to have a raised to the power of what? 4. Then if you divide 24 by 8, you are going to have what? 3. So we are going to have 3x raised to the power of 3. Then all over. Same thing here. The common factor. Here in the second aspect, at the denominator here, you discover that a is common between them. So there is a. So we're going to bring out a as one of the common factors. And then let's check. The highest factor that can divide 12 and 4 is 4. So that means our common factor here is going to be what? 4a. So by the time you bring out your 4a, if you divide 12 by 4, you have 3. If you divide a by a, is gone. So we are going to have x to the power of what? 3 there. Then minus. Are we listening now? Minus. So if 4a goes out of this place, if 4 leave here, we have 1. And then if a cancel one of the a, we are going to have a raised to the power of what? Power of 4. Now, if you look at this now, what do you notice? You discover in the numerator we have a to the power of 4 minus 3x to the power of 3. And here we have what? 3x to the power of 3 minus what? A raised to the power of 4. Now, we can actually change this expression to look like this. All we just need to do is what? Is to introduce what? A negative sign to this. Are we there now? So that means if I introduce a minus to it, I'm going to have 8 open bracket this minus this. Are we there now? So if I introduce a negative sign here, I am going to have this place as minus 4 open bracket. So here now I am going to have this raised to the power of 4, and then I'm going to have this. Okay, that's what it means. If I introduce a negative sign into it, it simply means that if I am to expand this bracket, and if I do minus 4, are we there now? Minus 4 times a raised to the power of 4, it will give me back minus 4a raised to the power of 5. And if I do minus 4a times minus 3x raised to the power of 3, is going to give me back what? Plus 12 ax to the power of what? Of 3. So what does that mean? It simply means that now I've been able to change this so that this and this, they are now looking the same. So what does it mean? So that means they are common. So it means that I am going to cancel this, I am going to cancel this. So they will cancel out. At the end, I have 8 over what? Minus 4. Remember earlier in our last video I said that when you have m to be divided by minus what? Minus n, it will give you what? Minus m all over n. So that means I'm going to have here as minus 8 all over what? 4a. At the end I can break it down. So 4, if 4 divide 8, what do you have? 2. So that means my final answer is going to be minus 2 all over a. I've been able to factorize this to a point where nothing else can what? Can break it down again, and this is known as what? The simplest form. Now let us look at the second question as well. In the second question, what do we have? We have 5x to the power of 3y plus 15x squared y all over, we have 5x squared y squared. So if you look at it also, you discover that the numerator as well is factorizable. So let me bring out the common factor. Now there is x here, there is x here, there is y here, there is y here, right? Now the x on this side is to the power of 3, while the x on this side is to the power of 2. So that means x to the power of 2 is common. There is y and there is y. That means y is also common. So I have x squared y as one of the common factors. And then I have 5, I have 15. So the highest number that can divide 5 and 15 without a remainder is 5. So that means my common factor is going to be 5x squared y. So by the time I bring out 5x squared y from here now, 5 cancel 5 is 1. X squared will cancel its place. I have x. Now y will go out. Then plus, at the end, if x squared y comes out, what do I have? I'm going to have only 15. So 15 divided by this will give me what? 3. Then all over, what am I going to have here? I'm going to have 5x squared y squared. So what do you now notice? I can be able to cancel some things here. 5 will cancel 5. X squared will cancel x squared, right? So I am left with y into x plus what? 3 all over what? Y squared. And mathematically you know that y squared is the same thing as what? Y times y. So this y will also cancel another y. And my final answer will now be what? X plus 3 all over y. Okay, so we have been able to generate answers to what? Question 1 and what? Question 2. So in the next video, we will look at question 3 and 4.